What's up? This is Vince Carter. You're listening to the 3-Point Conversion. Check it out.
Joe Varden from The Athletic.
Doing well, thank you.
Good. For LaMelo, I'm curious. If he mentioned in any conversation to you just about being back in Cleveland this week for the start of his NBA career, when this just happened to be where he played his last year of high school ball?
No, we're talking about the Hornets and trying to figure out our pick and roll coverage and pick and roll defense. I'm thrilled for him. I think I'm excited to watch him play. First NBA game, a lot of excitement, but he feels poised. He feels ready. He's not overwhelmed by the moment. I don't sense that at all from him. Just watching him and shoot around today, it feels like I've been here. I'm ready for the moment. This is nothing that I haven't seen or experienced. So I'm thrilled for him. I'm thrilled for our group to watch him grow throughout the season.
Richard?
Coach, obviously the commitment today or yesterday to PJ and Miles Bridges good for the future of the team. How big a deal was that for your franchise moving forward?
Yeah, huge for us. Two guys we believe in. Two highly competitive, skilled individuals. Two guys that are cornerstones for our franchise, and this is a big step. Big year for them. I expect both to make jumps this season, but we're committed to them. We value them, and this is a big year for both. So I trust them. Big game tonight for both. PJ will start. Miles will come in off the bench, and I'm excited to watch those two guys play.
Rod Ben?
Hey, JB, you kind of mentioned your starters. I mean, just how do you make sure with such a short preseason that overextend your guys these first few games, minutes wise, and just how much do you have to keep on them to make sure that conditioning wise they're good out there on the floor?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch them, Rod. I mean, we've done the preseason thing. Regular season is a different level. The intensity will be up, the energy will be up, and we're in pretty good shape. We're not in great shape. We'll get there. And for me, that's why I'll probably go to a 10-man rotation tonight, just to make sure I don't burn these guys out. Obviously, Gordon's only played 2 games in preseason. Our group has been off for 9 months with only 4 preseason games. So I don't expect them to come in and play, heavy minutes. So I think there's a couple of guys that probably could absorb some heavier minutes. I'll watch them, but I'll have to just read this one as we go tonight.
Sam Perley?
JB, you talked a lot in the preseason about how much you learned about your team and how much you're looking forward to learning about them more. What do you want to learn about from your team tonight? What do you want to see tonight against Cleveland in the opener?
The biggest thing, just how do we respond? When things are going well, how do we respond? When things aren't going in our favor, how do we respond? And overall, stick together, stay connected. When things are going well, don't take your foot off the gas. I think that's a big part of this season for us. Just how do we respond in these moments? The NBA is full of highs and lows, a 48-minute game, a 72-game season. There's highs and lows throughout. How do we respond? More than the X's and O's, it's about the spirit, the resiliency, the mindset of our team. And to me, that's the biggest thing tonight. How do we respond out there on the floor together?
Danny Thompson?
Coach, what's your starting five tonight? And if Gordon's in the starting five, is he limited on his minutes tonight?
Gordon is in the starting lineup. No limitations on his minutes. It's really just about his conditioning and making sure, I don't run him too long. And, he's only played 2 preseason games and not full minutes for him. But he's in good shape. I'll just have to monitor him, make sure he's not, we're not running him into the ground. This is a long season. This is one of many games. And we'll start with the same group that we've started with Gordon in the lineup, so Devontae, Terry, Gordon, PJ, and Cody Zeller.
Richie Randall?
Hey, JB. I know a lot of times teams game plan for players that are really good on the offensive side of the court. How often do you guys game plan for players that are good on the defensive side of the court, like Isaac Okoro on the Cavs? And have you watched much of Okoro in preseason?
Yeah, he's a good player. Physical, good size, defensive minded. He's made some shots as well on the offensive end, but you could see he's a defensive, gritty player. We'll try to move him around and free some guys up. I don't know where he's going to play or who he's going to guard, so I'll watch that throughout the game. To answer your original question, I think there's a lot of game planning, especially for bigs in this league, Richie. It's really, how do you game plan against a center that's back and, a rim protector? I think those are the guys that you game plan against the most in general. Obviously, a wing defender, an elite wing defender, you got to be careful with as well. The Kawhi Leonards, the Paul Georges, those type of guys, you got to be aware of them and talk through them. So, and Okoro has one of the, he may be one of those guys down the road that you got a game plan for. Tonight will be my first look at him. So obviously we'll read and we'll learn tonight.
Thank you.
Yes.
Last question, we'll wrap up with Joe Varden.
So with Graham and LaMelo as your two listed point guards, and I know Terry's there too, but that's a second-year guy and a rookie. I'm curious how challenging that is for you to have to navigate that, and then also who are some of the guys that LaMelo has been leaning on?
Yeah, LaMelo. When we brought LaMelo in, I was hoping to really bring a veteran point guard that could really wrap their arms around him and, guide him and mentor him every single day. And we happened to bring Bismack Biyombo, who I love, and we really brought him in to play and mentor and do both. It wasn't strictly about mentorship or strictly about playing. It was both. Biz fits both roles. And what I've seen is, those two have really hit it off. Biz has wrapped his arms around him, mentored him. He's a great voice, and Biz is a special guy. I didn't know much about Biz when we first got him a couple years ago, but he's one of the most special guys I've been around. He's got a real genuine spirit. Guys gravitate to him. He speaks his mind. He holds guys accountable, and he has wrapped his arms around this kid. And I think it's been great for him, just watching their relationship grow. Your original question, yeah, we have a young backcourt. LaMelo is young. There's going to be highs and lows. Devontae went through that. Devontae's in his third year now, so I expect him to really step up. And I feel like he's a veteran to me in a lot of ways. Devontae, what he went through last year, he's ready for the moment. He's not fazed by the moment. He grew a ton last year in his usage, decision making, handling a team, being the main focal point, the point guard out there. So Devontae's ready to go. To me, in my mind, he's a vet. I expect greatness out of Devontae and LaMelo as well. I think he's a sponge. He's going to pick it up quickly. And doesn't mean he's going to be perfect early, but I expect him to grow immensely, from month to month, game to game.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.